So yeah, this is basically what it looks like. This is the road. Here is the shop. Didn't draw. And this is the road up to that. So yeah, okay. Descending. Let me just do this. Up there. And Sonic. Also,
Okay.
Zoll, Arik, if you guys want to join in on this fight, you can do that.
Well, I'm in rage right now.
Just
So
one.
what I'm gonna do is
Sonic, you go into rage.
let me see something real fast. Let me see something real fast. Oh, zoom out a little bit. Zoomed out a little bit too far. Is that too close?
For what?
If I was to shoot him with a longbow.
Oh, there is a building in the way.
Oh, okay then. Okay. Well. Okay. I am.
Basically, that's a bit further away than said.
Okay. Well. I'm gonna. Can I attack him from where I am right now? Wait. Can I attack him right now where he is? We have to get closer.
The guard?
Yeah,
Guard?
this guy. This guy right here.
Oh yeah, you can just take the 5-step and just attack him.
Okay, so 5-step. Or yeah. Over there. And then I'm going to swing my axe.
Is that better? Does that update for you?
At this one.
That one?
Oh, I'm not attacking her.
Yeah, you hit the guard.
Okay. 4.
24 points of damage. As you just walk over, you rage up, you walk over, you just take the axe and you just straight through his shield, straight through his sword, as the sword just breaks up, as the axe just penetrates his into his armor, as you just pick it out, and he just plunks to the ground.
And then I'm going to use my action surge to attack again.
Okay. You hit.
And I'm going to attack this one.
Yeah, the only one you can reach. You hit.
Oh, okay.
As you basically do the same, just from on top, you just strike through his the top of his shield into his helmet, splitting his helmet in two. As you pick it up, and he also just plunks to the ground. You see the other starts to scramble a bit more. Sakura?
I'm just gonna attempt to attack him again.
One of my Pyromancer tries to flee, the other one starts a tavern brawl in a magic shop with the gods.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh, and then I'm gonna hit him.
Alright, you 21 hits you, right, Sonic?
Yep, it always hits me.
By the way, did you remember to plus whenever you killed a medium-sized creature?
What?
Did you plus your axe from killing a medium-sized creature?
No, How much is it increased by?
+1.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that. +1. So let's see.
+2 by now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I never did that. Let me fix that right now.
You take a whooping to the back of your head as you take 11 points of damage.
Wouldn't it be half?
Nope, it's magical.
Oh, well. She won't be able to stop me.
No. As the head guard runs over to you, if I can only click on the head guard, I can. Runs over, let me just put that in the back. So.
Do I get an attack on him because he ran into my
No,
range?
he ran into it. He doesn't. He
Okay.
didn't move.
If he runs away, right? Yeah.
I believe you only have 5-foot range on your weapon.
Well, maybe. Let me check. Yes.
As he walks over to you, he just yells out as he just walks over to you. He yells out that these guys should not be warned about you guys. He's literally just pointing at you guys. Man, do not fright your pants over this half-orc. He may be strong, he may kill your comrade, but we are the gods of this town and we will take him down. As he walks over, he swings his sword. Don't believe a 11 hits.
No.
No, he swings his sword as you pick up the axe from the other guy's head. Your arms just goes out of his reach from his greatsword.
Okay.
As the guards, all of them bursts in. They've seen that Sakura's tried to help, so they will not try to attack strike her plus she's standing in the doorway. Only one can hit her at the time. As all three of them attacks after you with their spear. One. That misses. I do not have damage in here. Oh well. 2, that misses. And 3. What's your AC?
18.
Okay. The third one also misses. The +4 is because he yelled out, then any creature attacking you, any allied creature to him can basically add a d4 to his attack roll.
Oh, okay.
And this guy follows the other one. Down here is this one. Moves there. Sonic, your turn.
Well, he's gonna point back at Sakura in his blinding rage and begin to yell, "Be you friend or foe, though who attacks me next will be my next enemy." And then he's gonna turn to this guard right here.
Yeah.
And he's gonna use his battle axe.
What's the 5 for?
Oh, I don't know what that 5 is.
You attack the head guard?
Yeah.
You attack the head guard, he just stands there as he just absorbs the blow with his armor as your axe didn't even... It bended the armor and might leave a bruise in there in the morning, but he didn't get hurt by it. All he did was just... maybe just slide a foot or two to the side.
And then I want to activate my second wind, right? Yeah. Or can I still activate that now, or no?
You can activate your second one.
Okay.
It's a bonus action.
Okay. 5.
You heal for 5.
That's fine. There, okay.
Sakura?
Okay. Is a grapple an attack, technically?
Technically, it just doesn't do any damage.
It is an attack.
But
Special
like-
attack.
He said if I attacked him, then I'm an enemy. If I just grapple him, would I be an enemy?
You understand what he says in his rage. You know what will happen.
He'll try to cut you down afterwards. You know how.
And he probably will successfully do it in one hit.
I'd like to grapple him.
You try to grab him? Hey,
Yeah.
I know.
make a unarmored attack just against his AC to see if you can actually grab onto him.
Hold on. Can I rage before I do this?
You can rage before you do that.
Okay, I would like to rage. And then do this.
Yeah, you rage and then make your attack. So 1d20 plus proficiency plus strength. And since that is
That sucked.
13. You try to grab onto his arm, but he's just swinging too wildly with his axe, so you don't even grab onto his arm.
Don't hug me.
As for you, Sonic, it felt like she was trying to hug you. Anything else, or is that your entire turn?
Whatever's going on, I'm holding on either way, whether it's stopping him or not.
The head guard swings once again with his sword. Misses.
Okay.
As this little fella runs up here. As the other three. One spear stab. That's a crit. I haven't
Okay.
implemented the crit system yet on here. I don't believe. Nope. So I'm gonna wait for that. I have a crit table that may be OP, maybe not be OP. For now I just use the normal. So that's double 2 damage dice. So you take 11 rounded down to 5
Okay.
from the first one. The second one 18 hits.
Yes.
For 1 point of damage.
1.
And as both of these just stab into you, the third one, as you bring back the axe after hitting the head guard, you stop the spear you stop the spear without knowing it, as you just hear clunk going at this spear.
Okay.
That's 20. That's 30. As you see, very frightening, very, very frightening. This man comes walking towards you. It's a very frightening man. You can see that. He's almost... Yeah. I
My
forgot to
God.
add a token for him.
Oh my god.
Very frightening looking. You can feel his aura from over there. As you could feel the rage, as somebody said that somebody was killing or going to attack his guards.
Well, that's already done.
As he walks over there, he picks up his picks up his crossbow and shoots with a disadvantage. As this bolt just flies over the head. As he just looks at over all of your heads. As this man just looks at his head guard and says, "Come on, you slacker!" Ish. It's just the best. As you can feel strength flowing through the head guard, as he brings his sword, strikes you in the back as you got attention towards this man running around the corner. As he hits you with a crit. For 7 points of damage. Yep, that's done. Sonic goes in.
Okay. So, I'm gonna look at this guy, and I'm gonna attack him.
The head guard?
No, not at all, because he's gonna murder me.
So the button guard.
Yeah.
Okay. You hit.
Okay.
Does he get any kind of disadvantage because I'm hanging off his arm?
You missed his arm.
What? I missed his arm?
Yeah.
As you kill the third guard.
And let's see what I can do. Can I do anything? I'll give you one more chance. Run. And he's gonna scream, yell out again, intimidatingly. Nah.
Okay. Intimidation, that's a charisma, right?
Yeah.
As you hear the head guard just drops his weapon. As he's just unable to stand on his feet. As the two normal guards it doesn't affect the two normal guards, nor the captain that came running around, or the man come running around the corner. Sakura?
I can't believe I missed his arm. I figured I was just dangling off his arm or some shit. Damn it.
No, you tried to grab onto his arm, but it was right after you're just trying to go over his arm, but you felt his arm sweep through your hands as he swung after the head guard the first time.
Is there any way to, like, squeeze between him and, like, some of these people? Like, is that a thing?
You can do that. Don't believe the role that I'm searching for does not exist.
I'm gonna squeeze, like, in there. Like, can I push that guy back?
Tumble doesn't exist, so I'm just trying to figure out what would be used instead.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics, you can use acrobatics to do that.
I guess. Maybe athletics too if she's just trying to push him out the
Oh
way.
yeah, it's strength. Use the strength of the acrobatics athletics save. You push the guard back as you walk in between him and the guard and Sonic. Do you say anything as you do this?
No, like I'm not trying to like be a douchebag to the guard. I'm just trying to like separate them so he doesn't die. I'm hoping the guard understands this. And I'll attack him again.
Okay.
Because at this point, why the hell not?
You didn't get hit or attack, deal damage, get taken damage last turn, so your rage is out.
What? Oh, okay.
If you don't deal or take damage, it says in the book, if you don't deal or take damage in a turn, your rage ends.
Okay.
Or is it you don't attack or get attacked?
That's fine. I had 2 more.
Well, you, Sonic, you did.
About that.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry.
At least that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I missed.
Yeah, you missed. Wait, no, you're flanked. You hit.
What?
Flanking.
Okay, I can go along with that. That was shit.
As you take 5 points of damage. As people all around you are still just striking you down. Slowly but surely. And 5 is not half, or you don't get to half the 5.
I didn't. I took away 5.
Right.
I was at 16.
As the head guard once again takes up his... Let me just fix... Now why is that not showing? Oh well. As the head guy just picks up his sword and just slashes twice after you. That's great. The first attack misses. The second attack hits.
For how much
Wouldn't
damage?
picking up his sword be his action?
Hmm?
Wouldn't picking up his sword be his action?
Oh yeah, sorry. He misses.
Oh,
Picks
okay.
up his sword, stands up as he sees Sakura's trying to help. He regains his confidence as he just slashes upwards, but you're too distracted, so the sword just glances off your armor. As the guard that you pushed out gently whispers high enough for you to hear it, and Sonic, if you want, you can also hear it, as he just whispers thank you. But it's my duty to save the people. As he walks up and both of the guards are still alive, tries to attack you. Both of them miss with their stabby spear.
Okay. How am I gonna get out of this?
As here, and he walks over here. As you stand there, you see this creature. So that is not a creature. See this man standing on the other side of the road, and looks towards you. Points up his as he walks. He reloads his crossbow, and as he ends his walk, he looks up to you. If I were you, I would lay down my weapon, sir. As he points his crossbow at you. And I don't believe I can do anything else. Sonic?
Well, this is a hard thing because Sonic, he has a tendency to fear death, but he fears losing a battle more. If I tried to disengage and run, I'd get attacked by Well, 4 sides. If
Well, 3 sides.
3 sides, 1, 2,
Well,
3. But I get 4 hits though, right? They would hit me 4 times.
Actually, you get 5 since
Sakura.
Captain is also standing with you, pointing at you with a crossbow.
Yeah. Hmm. Could I get away? I'm trying to figure out if I can get away. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I'll just drop my weapon because I don't want to die. Nova fearing the man. No, not Nova. Sonic fearing the man because of his might, his intimidating aura, would realize there's no out of this situation. So he'll just grab his axe and slam it into the ground and wedging it in the dirt, and he put his hands up slowly.
You pick up the axe as she just looks towards making an attack, as you see the captain just pull up his crossbow into his shoulder, prepared to just pull the trigger. As you just slam it down next to the dead guard in front of you, as you just pull your hand up, surrender. As you hear both the captain and the head guard says, "Good choice." The guard surrounding you, Sakura, says, as the head guard and the captain that came into this, let me just pull you guys back to the other state. As he came up there, and he gets to the right layer, and also gets up here. Let me just delete these 3. As the head guard starts to just cough you in, Sonic, as at first this captain struggles a bit just picking up your axe, as it's one mighty great axe, as it is taking off a centaur, or a minotaur, I forgot which, as he struggles a bit, as he didn't think it would be that heavy, as he just picks it up, throws it over his shoulder, and just take him to the rest, as the head guard starts to just walk off, as the other guards appreciate your help, but whispers or says to you, Sakura, we have to take you in as well.
Okay.
For questioning, and you're not under arrest under no circumstances, but if you flee now, we have to hunt you down and bring you in with force. As you see the last guard that came in start to go to the gnome and says the same to him. Lets the gnome lock down his shop for this day, as he starts just following along with the guard, walking down, walking over towards, past you guys, and then downwards. Sonic, do you just follow along quietly?
Yeah, but I'm not really. I'm gonna be a little bit of a dick.
Would you say Sonic has a little dick?
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a little bit of a dick and point out.
A little of a dick, as you are a bit of a dick. struggle a bit trying to get free of these cuffs, or actually don't really want to get. How much health was it that you had left? 11?
I had 11.
I'm just gonna put you down on 11. As the captain and the head, as the head guard was the one falling first, as you just feel the captain just grab you in your collar, bending the metal of your armor a bit back there, as he just drags you onwards, with no able to escape this. As you say that these were his Zoll and Arik are your friends, he just says, "I do not care," as he just grabs you onwards. As the guards surrounding you, Sakura, are still sorry that they have to do this to you, since you were a great help. As they bring you down to the castle.
As this guard walked past, can I ask where they're taking them? It seemed like they caused a lot of trouble. Where do you handle these people at?
One of the guards follows you, Sakura, downwards. As Yellow stays up there, caused a great deal of trouble. That one, basically the brute one that did all of this. As you look back, you just see kind of destruction left where the axe laid or swung in, dead guards everywhere. As you see some other guards and clerics start to go over and clear up the corpses and just quickly starts cleaning it up, because it's a town known for its reputation of keeping itself clean. But as you ask that, they say, "Taking it down to the castle, that's the only lockup we have right now." So yeah, you can join your friends down there, but you won't be able to see the big guy until after his trial.
Oh, alright. And I talked to a captain earlier. He said that you guys had a blacksmith. Where exactly is that?
Oh, the big building on the corner. He walks a bit back here as he points towards this building. The big building right there, that's the blacksmith, at least down here in the common stores. There are some others scattered around town, but it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for weapons or sharpening of your weapons, I personally take that one.
And would you say he'd also be the maker
The what?
of other kinds of weapons?
The what?
Specifically, I'm looking for... Would he be the maker of other kinds of weapons? I'm specifically looking for an anchor for a ship.
Oh, no, that would be follow me, I'll show you.
So we'll follow him.
As they walk over here, and he points down here. That way. Arik, do you follow?
Yeah.
As you guys walk, he asks you, Zoll, is your friend like this often?
Oh, the big one. I'm not quite sure. He seems quite troubled.
Yeah,
So perhaps.
I get that. I can see that. You guys need to bring him in on a bit of a leash. He's not easy to deal with.
I'll see what we can do about that.
Thank you. Otherwise, we'll have to execute him. Twice. Since he killed two of our guards.
I'm not quite sure how that works, but okay. Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
So let's go into the blacksmith.
Alright, let me just...
genius, dude. It took like a minute to get back.
Right. Down by the castle, Sonic, you are stripped of everything of your possession except your common clothes. Everything stolen by the gnome is delivered back to him.
Can I rip off my clothes and just stand around naked?
Well, okay.
Okay.
As you're put into the cell, Sakura, you are asked to deliver all your weapons. As they are laid in a box in front of your, it's a cozy cell you're in. The cell Sonic is in is basically just hay with a bucket you can pee and shit. Your cell is with a nice bed, a nice fancy bed. The only thing that makes it different from a room is that it has bars in front of it. As you see, the gnome is put into the same cell as you. Asked to deliver all your weapons.
That's a lot of weapons, but okay.
Why dropping frames? Well, we're dropping frames.
I hand over all my weapons.
And all of them, surprised at how many weapons there were. They're all put in a box. That's surprisingly your quarterstaff fits inside this foot by foot box. Foot by foot box. As they close the lid, as all weapons and potential weapons are put in there, as they are laid in a box where you can see them, so that you can say if for your own calmness. Yeah. After a while, put you there. After a while, you see all the guys return to their normal doing. As this captain, as he calls himself, comes over to you, Sakura. He bows down to you, and he looks up. I hear you were a great help back there.
Well, I don't know how much I actually helped, but I tried.
It was more than enough. I will assure you, you gave a great moral boost to our soldiers out there. May I ask who he is to you?
I'm not even entirely sure. See, we come from this camp really far away. He's just a bunch of adventurers doing random things. And he's been sleeping for the longest time. And he just suddenly woke up one day and started adventuring again. And we barely know him.
Okay. Would it do you sad if we told you we had to execute him?
I might be a little bit sad because I find him intriguing. I'd like to get to know more. I feel like he's been through a lot from the little bit I've heard so far, and it's such a good story from what I hear, and I need to know it all.
Do you care to elaborate that story?
Something about he died once and sold his soul and fought some demons and came back to life. I haven't gotten all the details, but come on. That sounds like a great story, doesn't it?
It does sound like a great story for bards to play. I'll wait until what he has to say, until I can give you a final result of whether or not we decide to execute him on the spot. Arik, Zoll, what do you guys want to do?
Talk to the blacksmith. Go to Arik first. I'm gonna ask him. Well, hello, blacksmith. I'm Zoll. The guard told me that you could potentially help me?
From blacksmith, you hear some clanking as he looks up as you come in close to him. It depends on with what?
I was looking to procure something, an anchor for a ship perhaps. One that might be usable as a weapon.
You're straight out of luck. Not just 10 minutes ago, I sold my last one.
Oh? When will you be able to make another?
Anchors are hard to make. Short week, maybe.
Do you know any other place I could find one?
I am the only anchor repairman and anchor trader in this town. Well, anchor maker as it is probably called.
I see. Most disappointing. Well, do you know where I could procure some supplies for fishing? A pole, perhaps some bait, some line?
In the common stores there's a fishing shop. It should have all that you acquired right there. Otherwise it's just if you have string tied to a quarterstaff and you have a basic pole. The expensive one aren't much more than that. Maybe with a wheel so you can wheel the line in, but
I see. What else does he have for sale? What else is in a shop?
you see some weapons just laying out and about. Some of them is very crudely made. He's, as far as you can see, of what you can see on the ground, he looks to be a cheap blacksmith. So his weapons aren't looking too good, but he has some swords and you have something of an armor laying on the display as he just goes back to their smithing.
Okay, it's all done. He's walking towards the castle.
Arik? Arik?
Hey.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
You're just waiting for them to be released?
Yeah.
Alright. The captain comes down to you, Sonic. He looks to you as you see he has taken all of his Sakura. When he were with you, he had no weapon on him whatsoever. As you felt him when he stood there quite peacefully to talk to. You didn't feel any fighting aura whatsoever. When he comes over to you, Sonic, you feel this intense aura coming from him as he is fully geared up, hand on his crossbow that's dangling by his side, as he just look into you. So, who are you?
That is a silly question to ask. I'm not important. My story will be forgotten, and never told.
So you would have no problem me just killing you now?
You can strike me down. In my heart I will be saddened, and my family will feel a great loss. But if it must be done, my actions are my actions.
You're not even gonna try to talk to talk for you to stay alive?
What would be the point? I murdered 2 men. My life. When I stop and think, my thoughts come out clear. But when I act, standing, I lose who I am. I can be a man of average intelligence and good speaking from my family and what they have taught me, or I can be a beast. And I am both. I cannot change who I am.
So if we let you loose in this town again, you would just do the same.
I would try not to. But if I had someone to watch me, that would be different.
Your Dryad friend said she would watch over you.
And do you believe she can?
I'm asking you if you would hold back.
I can always try. But I have a bit of a temperament.
Let me ask you, why did you go out and attack our gods?
I didn't. I felt threatened. And I got poked in the back of the head, and it sent me into a blinding rage.
But why did you steal? I heard from the gnome that you, one, threatened him, two, destroyed his table with your mighty axe.
I did not mean to threaten him.
You hit his head multiple times.
I did not mean it inappropriately. I was trying to... When I came into his store, he was fearing. He's a small man, and I am a giant.
Then why
He was
did you
shaking and shivering.
Why did
and I
you
was
steal from him?
I did not steal. I grabbed the items that I was going out to try to purchase them. I have 70 platinum pieces on me, or I did.
What you took, one of these items would cost 70 platinum pieces.
I was going to ask the price. And then he accused me of stealing, and then all the guards came and attacked. I felt threatened and I attacked.
The guard asked you to lay down your weapons. Why did you not comply?
Like I said, when I am threatened or I get poked in the back of the head, I go into a blinding rage and I murder.
They asked you twice before you got struck in your head.
How would you even know?
Before
How would you-
drawing their weapons.
Well, my friendly captain, how would you know that? You did not even witness it with your own eyes.
I heard my guards, the one survived. I heard the gnome.
You do not think they would tell lies about a stranger in order to protect themselves?
No.
I understand. They are loyal men to you.
They are
But if
loyal
you-
men to this town.
I know. But if they would say such a thing, and it'd be true, would you deny it?
If they are not true, what my men says, they will be punished accordingly. Now, give me one reason to keep you alive.
I'm on a journey. A quest. There's someone in this town tormented. I cannot trust anyone, because they could be her captor. I'm here to find her.
Who are you talking about?
A girl.
He releases the crossbow. I can show you around on that adventure, but you have to pay me back. This town back for killing those 2 men.
And how would I do that?
You work it off.
Okay. What would you have me do?
I'll get back to you on that.
Noah would take a step forward and then he'd start being dumb again. He'd be like, what? Hello?
The captain just leave.
Wait, come back.
It's gone.
Damn.
Sakura, he comes over to you. He unlocks the cages. The cage you two are in. You two are free to go. But
And what about the other one?
I'll keep him for a few days to learn his lesson.
Fair enough.
But I will call on you again and bring the rest of your adventuring party. I have a few questions for them tomorrow.
If I can find them, I will do that.
Thank you. As he takes out the box behind you guys, he opens it, he pulls out all the weapons, lay them on the table where the box stood, where you guys can take, or you can take all the weapons that you had before.
Yay, my babies. I will commence the 20-minute process of trying to hide all my 50 million fucking weapons on me again.
And I will suggest that the rest of your party does not make trouble. I do not hold the law in this town. But I will talk good for you guys. If only he makes trouble. And the only trouble he made was what he made now.
If you can give me any tips on maybe controlling him, that would be nice. I don't even know what just happened. We went into the shop and he started acting crazy.
Yeah, that is also what I heard.
So, any advice? You seem like a capable type of person.
I usually just knock them down. I did that
tall
with
is
the
this
demon
guy?
I once hunted. Acting crazy, trying to cast spells, trying to charm me. Took up my sword and slashed his head.
Yeah, how tall is this guy?
7 foot.
Okay, so he's like a little bit shorter than me. Yeah, we should take my stuff and leave.
Oh, come back after sunrise with your entire party if you can find them.
Will do.
Your friend mentioned a quest that needs to be taken care of. As you leave, you don't see from Captain until he has a proper portrait again. You walk outside the castle as you see Zoll just standing on the... By now it has been going 2 hours maybe. Arik, Zoll, anything you want to do before they are released? Or are you just waiting by the side road?
Zoll actually wanted to go peruse the rest of the common shops, assuming that that place is open after what happened.
Alright. Arik? I'll see you later, Sonic.
Okay, I'll text you.
Yeah.
A text message.
Have fun.
I'll be here. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
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 Oh, I'm still here.
You haven't left Discord. Alright. Let's see if I can actually... There is an icon that is bearing both. There is not. Let's do that. Okay. All of... Basically all of these shops are closed. After the fighting.
All of them on the.
No,
console?
those within the orange marker.
What about the rest of the stores? What else is here?
There aren't any stores on that side. All houses down here looks to be living houses.
Is this blacksmith up here still open?
The blacksmith is still open.
He'll walk over to this blacksmith shop.
KoreusZ internet just cut out. You walk in.
And I'll look around. What does he have in?
Seems busy taking orders from another client as of now.
What weapon does he have around his shop? And do they look better than the other guy's weapon?
They look significantly better than the other blacksmith.
Hey,
Welcome back.
indeed. I don't know what that was about, but
The weapons look significantly better. None of them have crude edges, maybe one or two, but there is also a patch on it that says 50% off. And the rest are looking good. Some look better than other, and you see one bastard source that is shining white.
Oh, can I look at it?
You can go and look
Or-
at it.
Inspect it, I guess. Try and see why it's shining white, if I can tell.
Yeah, roll. I don't know what that would be.
If it's magic, it's probably Arcana.
Yeah, but it's not magic, and you don't have a praise. So, investigation.
All right. What can I tell about it with a 4?
It's a nice looking sword. It's very straight. As you look at it, you forget it's white. It's very pretty. It's no wobbly. It's very straight. It's a bit on the dull side, as is the rest of his swords, because if they are stolen directly from the blacksmith, he then does so that it can't. It's not outright just lethal. This seems like a good business strategy.
Okay, so we'll take note of that. And if the guy's still busy, he'll just walk out. Also, I heard there was a... Oh.
As you walk out, you see the other client turns around, yells at the blacksmith, and just leaves. As you also are about to leaving.
Oh, did I hear what he yelled? Could I tell?
There is basically something about him being a fraud.
Well, seeing the other guy, I guess he's like storming out, angry. Zoll's gonna walk over to the blacksmith then.
He has a awed face on him, a surprised face as people have when not really touched by it, but still like awed that he just got yelled at.
Seems like you have an unsatisfied customer.
Yeah, he keeps coming back with these requests I cannot complete. It's I hate turning him down every time, but I simply can't magic something weapon. I can make a good weapon, I can make a better weapon. That's about it. I can repair weapons if they break. But I can't just hitting it with a hammer and boop, it deals also frost, or it also has a frost element built in it.
Do you know anything about making magical weapons?
I can prepare them for magic, if they get imbued with magical stones. I don't know what will happen if it's not by magical stone, but yeah.
And I also noticed, they'll point over to the sword he saw before. That sword it seemed special in some way. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Oh yeah, it's made with a special material. The sword itself cannot feel heat or frost. It took me 5 years to master that technique going into this sword. But now I can finally make swords that is basically immune to frost monsters and fire lava monsters, whatever.
So, you have some idea on how to use special materials to make weapons?
Some, but right now it goes to iron, that stuff, whatever it's called, and silver. Maybe gold, but it's weak as all hell. Wouldn't know what to use with a gold weapon for. Don't even know what to use with a silver weapon, but our Captain Quillings, I don't know if you heard of him, he asked for a whole arsenal of silver weapons once. Got the whole town working on him.
I believe I saw him earlier at the incident that happened at another store.
Oh. Yeah, we don't get a lot of those, but when we do, Quillings is fast to react.
But I'm Zoll, and I'm an adventurer. And you said you had some idea on working with unusual materials. Perhaps if I brought you some, would you be able to practice with them, or be able to pay me for them, rather?
I would... if you gave me the materials, I will most definitely be glad to try them out. But to pay you for the material I've never worked on before, I don't know what I would pay you, since maybe I haven't even tried the material out before. I don't even know if it's a good weapon when it's done.
So if I did bring you materials, perhaps you could try and make a weapon, and I could test it for you. And if it worked out, I guess I could just give it back to you, and then you could pay me? Or just give me the weapon if you really want to.
We could make such an agreement. You give me the material, I make the sword. Making such a sword for you would take my time away for the other customers, you understand? So you would still have to pay me for the sword, but I will give it to you, lend it to you for practicing, and then you can come back to me, tell me how it were in combat for free. And if you then decide to keep it, you can then pay me.
I could agree to that.
A small amount, not the full amount.
I could agree to that. But what is your name, blacksmith? I know that the town has many, or seems to have multiple.
Yeah, there's 4, I believe. Me, the guy that works in the fishing equipment. Outside of town, there's the one making for the farmers, and then there's one directly working on in the castle to prepare the soldiers' weapons. Though for some reason some of the soldiers keep coming to me. My name, slow to invent names sometimes. My name would be Hans.
It's a pleasure to meet you then, Hans. And I did hear earlier, when I talked to a guard, he praised your craftsmanship in terms of your weaponry.
Oh, I'm flattered. I don't know why I would deserve such praise. I don't know if I'm better than any of the others here. Though I do experiment whenever I'm creating new weapons. For example, he pulls out a dagger that has 3 edges. This would, whenever you stab it, the wound would be extremely hard to close in. Captain Quillen's, one of the first times he came here, he asked for such a dagger for his broken friend. And so I made it, and now, well, it did work, but it wasn't something his rogue would use, so they gave it back.
It is a most interesting weapon. I've never seen something like that.
Well,
But
the wound would be hard to close, so it would leave a lasting bleeding effect on the enemy, on your foe, if it bleeds.
You keep speaking of the captain. Is he highly regarded around here? Does he have a lot of sway within this town?
He came about 5 years ago. He was the one who showed me this material. He came about 5 years ago and decided to stay with his back then wife. And we are all appreciative of him since he have kept this town on the safe side to walk in, as you could see with the big guy before.
And is there anything else you could tell me about the town?
Once every few months, some kids disappear. Yeah, that's about it. Some of them return, and some of them doesn't. It's weird.
That's a weird feature to have of a town.
Yeah, we're not proud of it, but we can't seem to figure out where these children are going, and why only some of them return. And some of them return with, people say, a curse, and so nobody else wants to be close to them. It's a weird story these children have.
That may be something I'd investigate. Thank you for your time then. I think I should go to the
Thank you.
castle
and
now.
Thank you for the perhaps partnership.
Ah yes, I do look forward to working with you. Zoll will extend his hand.
Arik, anything you want to do while we wait for Sakura to be released?
No.
No? You're just waiting there?
Yep.
Okay. Zoll, as you are about towards the castle, Sakura, you are freed. As you walk out, you see Arik waiting on you at the far corner.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Yep.
And not long after, you hear Zoll come trotting from north.
Is he actually trotting?
Well, he's walking in a relaxed tempo, so trotting.
Okay, so we have to come back tomorrow morning after sunrise. The captain wants to speak with us as a group.
We saw you guys got into some trouble in shop area. What happened?
It was him. Okay, so we walk into the store. It's a magical store. It looks pretty nice. There's some interesting things. Nice little shopkeeper. And he just starts, like, being crazy. Like, demanding this and demanding that. And, like, he smashed the table. And I think he hit the shopkeeper. I wasn't really paying attention.
He did seem quite troubled.
I don't know what that guy's problem is.
Perhaps he's just of the more aggressive family of orcs. But where is he now? What happened to him?
Oh, he's in a cell right now.
Are they going to execute him?
I don't think so. But I'm not. The captain didn't say anything whether or not they were going to kill him, right? They just said they're going to watch him for a couple days. Monkey?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, I was asking you a question. Like, I can't remember. Did he say something about whether or not they were killing him?
He mentioned that it could be a option, but it was never said anything whether or not it would happen or not.
Okay, so they're just going to keep an eye on him for a couple days and, see what his deal is, and they're not sure if they're going to execute him or not.
Okay. We actually... Well, what are we doing until then? Did you guys see an inn somewhere around town?
I saw nothing but that one shop.
I suppose we should find a place to stay. Also, how late is it?
The sun is about to set.
Yes, I believe it will be night soon, so we should find some sort of lodging. I may do a bit of fishing, actually.
Yeah, well, I think you two have explored more than I've been able to, so what have you guys seen?
I encountered 2 blacksmiths. Apparently the town has 4. Well, not all of them are within the town, but there are 4 blacksmiths.
Well, that'll come in handy.
One who does the weapons, one who does the ship repair and crafting, one who does farmhand work, or creates farming weapon, not farming tools. What was the last one?
Well, if you can't remember, you can't remember.
I forget what the last one does. I'll remember eventually. And also I met a captain. He said he was willing to allow me to accompany him on his ship at some point, if I did want to do some fishing.
That could be relaxing.
Also, apparently this town has a problem with disappearing children.
We already knew that.
Well, yeah, but he said that they come back with curses, or what they believe to be curses.
Okay, that's new information. Did you find anything else about like where this is happening exactly, where they might be going? Anything useful for our quest?
Not entirely. I can ask him again tomorrow, perhaps. It seemed kind of just like a mystery thing that happened in this town. If anything, we could actually talk to the captain about it. He should probably.
That just makes sense. Yeah, we can do that in the morning when we come back.
What about you, Arik? What'd you find?
Nothing that the rest of you haven't already found.
We haven't found the bar.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a bar, but... Yeah.
Did you have a drink?
Yeah. I didn't have to pay for it either.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Was it good because it was free?
Yes.
Also, I just remembered. The last blacksmith. He works in the castle making weapons for the army.
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to remember that.
Yeah.
It'll be nice once everything like gets settled down and like we figure out what the hell we're doing here and Sakura can start taking notes about everything again.
Also, I did want to buy an anchor, but he didn't have one. The one shipwright, the blacksmith who makes ship materials. He said it'd be about a week, so I have a week to wait. Or I guess find one elsewhere if I can.
You could try to make one.
I'm not much of a smith.
You're literally fire. How what?
No, I'm not much of a smith. My skills lie more in fishing. And navigation.
Okay, how about you navigate us to somewhere we can rest for the night?
Let us look around. Zoll's gonna look around. Unless you want me to like walk all around the town.
I'm following you wherever you go.
Is there any place in town that look like an inn?
From where you're standing, you do see one right beside the castle, but on the entrance it says town official only or something like that. So only the gods of the towns are allowed in.
Little do we know, the bar he went to is actually an inn. It has rooms. It's just, a tavern on the bottom, but he was too distracted by free drinks to remember this.
Yep.
Okay, so we wander around the town for a while until we find something that we can actually go to.
Alright. You wander back to the common stores, and that might be a good place to start. As you try to walk around, you see the inn that Arik was in before. So you don't have to make up a new inn on the spot.
I knew it.
You knew what?
Nothing. What? What are you talking about?
If you haven't noticed, most of this town creation is happening with your guys' help. Well, what I take of you guys' help.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. You probably shouldn't have told me that because now I'm gonna try to be trying to go to some crazy places that you're gonna have to put in randomly. But
If they
Okay.
exist, yes. Some of them might be so far out that I'm not even gonna consider them.
We go to the inn then.
I mean,
Is
you know, go out back to the drunkard, or the drunkard, whatever you want to call it. As you walk in, the three of you, Arik, you see that your friends are no longer sitting here.
Oh, that's probably for the best.
You have no idea where they went. They might have gone back to bed, or back home, or they might have rented a room, whatever. They do what normal human beings do. What do you guys want to do when you come in here? You do get some very Sakura, you get a few angry looks, as some people might have seen you get arrested prior.
But I wasn't arrested.
No, but it looked like you were.
is it busy in here?
There is it's kind of busy. The barmaiden does have time free to take care of new customers. You see a few on the floor, handing out drinks to the tables. But it's not more busy than a normal bar.
What kind of people are in here?
What kind of people? And all sorts of people. Some sailor. You recognize some of the sailors down there. Sitting, drinking. You see a guard. You guys see a guard or two. And then there's basically just normal people. You might see what looks to be noble, but it's not quite. Not quite looks like a noble. Just men in fancy clothes. Can't really tell from the doorway.
You know what? It's been a really long day. I could use a drink. And I go sit at the bar.
You go up to the bar. The barmaid looks over to you. Huh. I haven't seen a tree before.
You've never seen a tree?
Well, a tree I do have, but a walking living tree.
I'm a Dryad. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Dryad. I'm the barmaid. What could I be of service of?
It's been a really long day. I need something good. I will take the best water you have.
Water? You don't want a beer, ale, food?
I'm a tree.
Some food would be great.
Some food coming up for you, sir. As she rings the bells behind her. Yeah, don't you drink and eat like the rest? I have no idea how you guys work.
I mean, I do eat, but I really need a drink. Rough day. Water's good for the roots.
She turns around, she goes out back, she comes back with a glass, a mug of water.
I thank her.
That'll be 5 silver, please.
Holy fuck, that's expensive water.
I don't know
Isn't
how
it?
to price it, so it's just half a beer. Or, no, the same as a beer.
That sounds like some really good water.
It better be some fucking good water. Hey, Mr. DM. You didn't put my money on my sheet.
I didn't?
Nope.
Crap. You remember how much you had?
I haven't played with you in months. I played one session in the other game.
Oh, I am so sorry. It is not 5 silver, it is 5 copper.
That seems more like it. I'll just give her a gold. And tell her to keep it coming.
Yes, ma'am. She looks towards you, Zoll. Which kind of food do you want? Do you just want one piece of bread, or do you want meat? Do you want only meat? You want salad at the side? What do you want, sir?
Bread and meat sounds great.
Okay, that'll be 3 pieces of silver for you.
Okay.
How do you pay it? Do you have the silver for it?
How much copper adds up to silver?
10.
You said how many? 5? 3?
3 silver.
He'll pay in copper. 30 copper.
30 copper. Okay. She takes the 31 coins you just got and puts all of them down in a shears disc thingy. As she keeps you watered, Sakura, and you get your food after about 5 minutes. So, Arik,
I filled up earlier.
you won?
I filled up earlier. I'm not gonna order anything.
Okay. You sit down here for how long you want to sit down here. Want to get a room at some point?
Yeah. Seems appropriate.
Sure. Zoll does want to ask the barmaiden something.
Yes.
Also, what does the barmaiden look like? Is she gorgeous? He's also going to ask her name.
She is very much above average. Oh, I just thought I lost my sound. She's very much above average. She is the prettiest woman in this room, beside of Sakura. But she's a 3, so she doesn't really count.
She's an
Ouch.
undead tree.
She came back to life.
Zoll will ask her name and say, "Can you tell me anything about this town?" as he eats his food. Also, is the food good?
Better than you expected from just a piece of bread and beef. But then again, you did expect good food, but there's a bit over what you expected. And she comes back. My name is Helena. And from what you... depends on what you want to know about this town. We barmaidens hear lots of things sometimes.
Well, anything you're willing to share, mostly.
It depends on what you want to know.
Maybe some history, maybe something about this inn, or anything interesting about the town. Anyone interesting we should see.
Well, if you're looking for sightseeing places, you should check out the churches. maybe ask for a tour at the castle. They give you a tour of the ground level, just to keep some travelers busy while they are in town. You should go out to the fields. There are some pretty views when you get to some of the small hilltops out there. There's a pretty view outside the area. As of the history of this town, I will come back to you at some point next session.
Alright. And how much is it for a room here?
It depends on the quality you want to stay at. We have
In
rooms
moderate.
as far as down as 5 silver pieces, and we have rooms as up to 30 gold.
How good of a room will 1 gold piece get me?
It's just a bed with a mattress.
Does the room have a window?
No. It
How
do,
much for a
however,
room with a
hold its-
window?
What?
How much for a room with a window?
5 gold pieces.
Also, what were you saying?
But it do has its own bathroom in the hallway. The 1 gold the 1 gold room.
I'll take it.
The 1 gold or the 5 gold?
1 gold.
The one without the windows.
You were saying something, Nihlyee?
I was gonna say something stupid, but it's okay. I was gonna ask how much for a room with a window facing the sea, but we're in the middle of fucking town, so.
That would be 30 gold from the top floor. You can see the sea from there. But that's vacant right now, so. Wait, no. That's taken right now.
Okay. Is there a garden around?
A garden? Hmm. There's the closest thing to a garden you get is down by the just behind the soldier's boot, down by the castle, where only the castle people go. And there are a few trees down there. That's the closest thing to a garden we get inside the town. Otherwise, you have to go outside.
Okay, I guess I'll take a room.
What kind of room do you want?
Any room will be fine. Cheap room.
I can get you in with the room next to the other the other sir over there.
That works.
Arik, you want to do anything?
Nope.
Nope, you just want to sit down in the bar all night,
Yeah.
not sleeping, or are you gonna sleep at the bar?
I'll probably go up and sleep at some point.
Okay. What kind of room do you want?
Cheap.
Cheap. Okay. You get, if you take off 1 gold, you can get a room next to Sakura and Zoll.
I'll do that then.
Okay.